Jack Doherty is one of the most hated YouTubers on the entire platform. And for good reason. He's unlikable, annoying, and has an extremely punchable face. If you're not familiar with Jack, he's that dude who does crazy YouTube stunts when he was like 12 or something. Like him harassing Ninja and streamed.
I'll give you 200 to call me your dad.
Doherty Jack donated $10 and said, I'm 14, still call me dad if you want another 10. I'm gonna not call you that, man.
Getting kicked out of public spaces and shutting off the power at Walmart. Yeah, he was that kid.
You better shut off the lights on Walmart. Panel what? Panel HD.
Bro, just go. Yo, wait, just...
Yo, look, there's security. Mike, where you going? Where you going?
But like any YouTuber, Jack wasn't satisfied with staying small time. He wanted more subscribers, more girlfriends, more everything. And that's when things started to take a turn. It all started back in 2016 when Jack Doherty launched his YouTube channel at just 12 years old. His early content was pretty lighthearted. He'd flip markers, take part in viral challenges, and do stuff like trick or treating a day after Halloween, just to see how people reacted.
It's not Halloween, get out of here.
Why does it matter? I'm trying to do a video and like, she's okay with it.
Get out of here before I call the police.
Just trying to be nice and ask for candy.
Yeah, nice outfit.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, that last video was one of his first to blow up, surpassing over 1 million views in no time. It wasn't long before Jack realized that viewers loved anything wild and chaotic. By spotting viral trends, he quickly grew his subscriber base from 10,000 to 100,000. But the real turning point came when he started pushing boundaries with public stunts that were not only cringy but sometimes straight up dangerous. In one of his big breakout videos, Jack and his friends stormed into Walmart and pulled a prank where they pretended to spill paint all over the floor. Obviously, this didn't sit well with the staff. But the chaos of public disruption got millions of views, and Jack figured out that the crazier the stunt, the better the results. So one of the biggest turning points in Jack's career happened in October 2023 at a Halloween party hosted by YouTuber David Dobrik. Instead of the night being remembered for some wild dance-off, it became infamous for a nasty fight that went down live on camera, where Jack's bodyguard knocked out a dude named Chase Gardella, who happens to be friends with influencer Cornucopia. The incident started as some back and forth between Jack and Chase before Chase even had time to react. Jack's bodyguard threw a punch that knocked him down, causing injuries to his head, neck, and face. While was all caught live on Jack's kick stream? Yeah, so the internet obviously blew up. That clip went viral in seconds, and Jack found himself facing a lawsuit for assault and emotional distress. The lawsuit hit hard, with Gardella's lawyer calling the whole thing disgusting and unprovoked. It was no longer about silly pranks. It was clear Jack's behavior was crossing lines. Even his own fanbase started to question. And let's be real, once your own fans are turning against you, you know something's gone sideways. In October 2024, while live streaming for his followers, Jack crashed his McLaren, where Jack is live streaming himself driving a $200,000 McLaren in the pouring rain, trying to read the chat while going over 70 miles per hour.
No, my car, bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos, salti. Que estás bien.
And barely showing any concern for the damage or the fact that his cameraman and girlfriend were also injured. His friend and cameraman, Michael, was in the passenger seat, clearly messed up from the crash. He was yelling, twitching, and bleeding all over the place, but Jack handed Michael the phone and told him to keep recording. Seriously, dude, your friend is potentially in a life-threatening situation and you're thinking about content?
Hey, listen, man. I just crashed my car. I lost 200 grand. I need to make my money back somehow. Sorry.
Kicked the platform Jack was streaming on, ended up banning him for breaking their safety rules. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. Not surprisingly, the internet was not having it. The clip of the crash went viral, and people were quick to call for Jack to be banned from pretty much everything. SNL even took a shot at him with the joke.
A YouTube star totaled his $200,000 McLaren after he live streamed himself texting while driving in the rain. Even more tragic, he survived.
In November, part of the stream, he decided to show off his driving skills with the cart by attempting to do donuts around his cameraman while his girlfriend beside him in the passenger seat. Doherty faced similarly heavy criticism for crashing a golf cart he was driving with his girlfriend in it and flipping the cart in her direction. Maybe he need to reconsider about his driving lessons.
Are you okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I literally thought I just broke your fucking neck. I tried to hold it. The golf cart's fine though.
Now, it wouldn't be a Jack Doherty controversy without mentioning his OnlyFans career.
And all of a sudden, I heard clapping going on in the room. Subscribe, cause I think it's working.
Where Jack had been promoting his girlfriend's OnlyFans, but it turns out he was taking 90% of the earnings for himself, leaving the creators who actually did the work with peanuts. The majority of his money he is making is from these of girls, so if their income slows down, guess whose income is slowing down? There has been rumor about Jack targeting very young girls, some barely of legal age, and using his money and influence to get them to sign these shady contracts while they were completely drunk on his yacht.
I just don't give a f anymore, man. I just don't care, bro. You get 17-year-old girls The night before their birthday, you buy a $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign a contract 50% of their life every single time.
Here is what Jack wanted to say about this.
Basically, there's this rumor saying that I sign minors to OnlyFans, get them drunk on yachts, make them sign contracts, whatever. That is the most untrue, false allegation I've ever heard, and I've never felt like I had to respond to it because it was just so dumb. But one person came up with that rumor, and the whole internet ran with it. And the person that came with that rumor was getting interviewed, and they blocked the person that was interviewing them because they had no proof and nothing to say about it. It's completely made up, and the whole internet runs with it, and now people believe it. It's so stupid. I hate that I even have to explain myself on it, but I'm younger than basically every girl I have signed except for like one. And that girl signed 4 months after her 18th birthday.
As if things couldn't get worse, Jack also had public beefs with other influencers. He's been in fights with fellow streamer Fauci and the Island Boys. It all started when Jack Doherty called streamer Fauci a beta.
This guy's beta as f***. God damn it.
Well, this wasn't received well by Fauci as he threw a bottle of water on Doherty's face. And Jack splashed water right back at Fauci, which led into a fight. One lawsuit after another. His legal troubles kept piling up, and it seemed like every other week someone was coming forward with new accusations. In March 2024, former friends of Jack called Ricky and Nick teamed up with Matthew, a past employee, to release a video exposing their experiences with Jack. Here's what they had to say. According to them, Jack's main focus was always on money, even at the expense of his relationships. They claimed Jack would constantly brag about his wealth and make sure that anyone knew around him knew how rich he was. Ricky and Nick explained that people on Jack's team would come to them.
Everyone in the team would come to me on their own time and talk about how they hate it there, they hate working with Jack, they want to pick something else, but they have no other options.
Saying how much they disliked working with him but felt stuck as they had no other job options. Jack's content has been called out for being misleading, with Ricky and Nick suggesting that while he tries to claim his content is for an older audience, his huge fan base of minors is likely the main target of his promotional content.
Primary main source of income is, and how he gets people there is by making these hard to watch fake little skit videos for Instagram and TikTok. And if you're above the age of 10, you know that they're clearly fake.
How many pumps does it take to explode the world's largest prime model? And then I had to get a girl that was really good at blowing to blow it all the way up to
100. I'm so dizzy.
And she got so tired that I had to swap up girls, and she took it all the way up to
200 blows.
It was getting so hard to pump, and after pumping and pumping nonstop,
It's so hard now.
Clips of young kids in public approaching Jack and asking for photos have shown how young his audience really is. On top of that, his former friends talked about Jack's alleged shoplifting habit. They shared stories of Jack opening food in grocery stores, eating it, and leaving the empty package behind for employees to deal with. Jack responded to all of this in a furious video on April 10th, 2024, where he labeled his ex-friends as hypocrites and fakes. He claimed that they only went public with these allegations because he stopped filming with them.
Hypocrites. Everyone that has ever come after me has done everything I've done because they're fake. And I cut them off months ago, and now they went to trying to going the route of exposing me because I won't film videos with them. They're just fake. They're desperate for clout and they're jealous.
What do you think about Jack Doherty's wild life? Is there any coming back from this, or is his career officially toast? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.